Should I sit for the life in the UK test before I apply for my indefinite leave to remain in the UK? Should I sit for the life in the UK test before I apply for my indefinite leave to remain in the UK, or before I naturalize as British citizen? As far as I know, up until today, you must have passed the life in the UK test before you are qualified to apply for the indefinite leave to remain in the UK, or if perhaps you are applying to naturalize as British citizen. Unless you are exempted. If you are not, you must sit for the life in the UK test and pass it. And oftentimes we've heard people say they sat for it 2 times, 3 times before they could actually pass it. And that's the reason why I advise people to sit for this life in the UK test way before time. Don't wait until it's 1 month for you to file in your indefinite leave to remain before you sit for the life in the UK test. There is possibility that you may not pass it in one sitting. There is possibility that you pass it in one sitting. So it depends, because these tests comprises a whole lot of things you need to know, a lot of things about the UK in general. And I will advise you to download the app rather than buying the book. Okay? If you want to buy the book, it's fine. You get it for different prices, £28 on eBay. I think it's about £10 on eBay, thereabout. But then, most importantly, because you have easy access to your mobile, you understand? It's very easy for you to download the app, whether you're on iPhone or Android. Just download the app. The latest edition is what you should download. If you are sitting for your test in 2024, download the 2024 edition. If your indefinite leave to remain is to be filed in 2025, 2026, download the latest edition for that same year so that you'll be able to get up-to-date questions and answers. You understand? Don't go and download 2022 edition 4 if you are sitting for your test in 2025. You will get a lot of things missed. You understand? This, it's very, very important. If you are not sure whether you are supposed to sit for the test or not, carry out your findings. But as far as I know, you are supposed to sit for your life in the UK test if you are applying for your indefinite leave to remain in the UK. You understand? Don't wait until your current leave to remain expires before you sit. Because if you don't pass the life in the UK test, you can't really submit your application, from what I've gathered and from what I know. Listen, you don't have to be a lawyer before you have access to some information. You don't need to be a lawyer before you know some things. People have been in this country for years. You'll expect them to have knowledge, to know things. People have gone through all of these things, so they have the knowledge. You understand? So, but then if you still doubt what people say to you, for instance, if you doubt what I'm saying now, there's nothing stopping you from going online to carry out your findings or speak to people here and there if you need to sit for the life in the UK test. Now, it doesn't cost much, all right? It costs about £50, maybe between £50 to £60, but I know predominantly it is 50 quid to sit for the life in the UK test. Not just about the £50, but it's about your ability to be able to pass this life in the UK test is what's very, very important. The English test as well, which is the B1, if you are sitting for it, which is the B1, that one is actually very easy to pass. It's speaking and listening. All right, speaking and listening. Within 10 minutes, you're done with that. That's about £150 or £200. You can pass that within a very short space of time. You can even do it now, and you submit your application next week. That's okay. But for the life in the UK test, I will never advise you to wait until you have 3 weeks left on your current leave to remain before you go and sit for your life in the UK test. You might get it wrong. It's always good to be on the safe side. Just in case you are not able to make it in one sitting, you'll be able to, rebook the test, and then you pay another money as usual before you're able to sit for another one. You understand? So if you doubt these pieces of information whatsoever, or whether you're not sure whether you're supposed to sit for it, okay, carry out your findings. Don't listen to people saying don't sit, you don't need, because people will definitely come under the comment section, or you have listened to various videos of people confusing you on the social media that you are not supposed to sit for the life in the UK test. The wide range of people applying for the indefinite leave to remain or applying to naturalize as British citizens sit for the life in the UK test. These are very, very important. It's one of your prerequisites to qualify for that indefinite leave to remain. So if you don't meet that prerequisite, there is every possibility that you will not be able to submit the application. Even if you submit the application, you understand it's either is refused, delay, or you are asked to go and get the certificate or to prove that you have passed your life in the UK test. You don't want any delays whatsoever in your application. You just want to submit everything, and you want to get your result as quickly as possible. So share this video to 1 or 2 persons who probably are still in doubt And if you are sitting for the life in the UK test, I wish you all the best and I wish you success in your application. And I'll see you in the next video.